Hmm. 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 Huh. Oh, that's funny. Didn't see you guys there. Oh man, you guys must be here for a Dragon Ball the Breakers video. Dude. Yeah, guys, so we're actually getting new content this Friday, and I kind of want to give you guys the rundown of what's coming. I know we haven't played Dragon Ball the Breakers in quite some time. I haven't played Dragon Ball the Breakers in quite some time, and you probably haven't seen an upload on the channel as much as you have in the past. I've kind of gone over it, you know, in other videos, but it's pretty much just because, like, I don't really find the game that engaging when I feel like the season is kind of the same since season 6. I understand there's like a lot of things that have changed that kind of made Survivors worse, but I still feel like ultimately the way you approach and go about Raiders is the same way. It's just passive, and now you're just more passive because now there is even more risk than there was before. So to show you guys really quick what is coming to the game, I'm going to first show you the transfer that is going to be receiving the stuff. So if we go ahead and go over to, where the hell is he? Frieza. So we go ahead and look at Frieza. We see that he has question marks on his active skill, and we have question marks on his passive skill. So I don't know if I ever talked about this before. Lobo probably talked about this, but I never personally talked about this. We are actually getting more skills than the ones that we just got MUI. We're getting 2 more with Frieza, and that's it. To my knowledge, I think we're getting both of them in this banner. So that will truly be it after this. But let's go ahead and pull them up and talk about them, shall we? Alrighty, so it's been quite some time. I've taken a look at the leaks Discord here, but if we take a peek, we have 2 additional skills besides Flash of Rage. So one of them is I'll thank you just this once. So what this skill does is actually a very, very cool skill, and I think it's been something that we've been asking for, or people that have been talking about adding to the game for a very long time. Some sort of collaborative based skill. People talk about like 2 players fusing, but essentially what this is doing, and what has been done a lot in Dragon Ball in various times in the anime, but I guess the movies as well, but you know, it's been done a lot, is sharing energy. I mean, we've all, you know, seen the times where like Goku's like, give me your energy, or like Vegeta's like reluctantly giving Goku's energy to, like, you know, clutch up and stuff like that, right? And Goku's also done the Frieza. I don't know why I'm flexing my Dragon Ball knowledge. I maybe it's just like the Dokkan Legends people kind of challenging me so much, but this is Legends, folks. Y'all don't hate me for you know, being a casual Dragon Ball fan, right, guys? Anyways, essentially what this skill does, you take a stance waiting for an ally. When the ally interacts with the marker set nearby, you and an ally will perform a Dragon Change for a short time. It averages both of your Dragon Change levels. This Dragon Change cannot be strengthened by skills. It cannot be used during Dragon Change. So what this means is that this Dragon Change will not be impacted by skills like Resistance, like Power Beyond Power, I imagine. Any skill that buffs a transformation in some way, whether it's speed, damage, limit, all that good stuff. It's not going to impact the skill at all. Here we also have Dole Out Vengeance. Basically, this gives you iframes when you are rezzed. It's actually a pretty good skill. This is a skill that I think is even in Dead by Daylight, where you kind of just get iframes once you're rezzed. So, this is going to be really good. Obviously, if you know, your skills are up, basically what you can do as soon as you get res, you basically can pop like instant rise and get the heck out of there. I understand instant rise isn't as good, but you could also like grapple. I don't know if this is going to work in combination of other skills, like say a Jaco ship. Like, does this make your Jaco ship invulnerable? I don't know. This is something we'd have to experiment with once the skill is actually out. These are various changes, which I don't know if I actually went over with. I think we did the Jaco ship change, but I didn't talk about instant rise just because I feel like it's so innately part of most kits that I didn't really feel the need to make a dedicated video to it, since, you know, I was using it in the Jaco ship video. Also, Z Broly. Z Broly has been referenced in the files. So, one of the rework characters could potentially be Broly. But as far as I know, I think they're really just going to be looking at the 3 raiders that were released at in the base game, which of course were Boo, Frieza, and Cell. They've already done Frieza with Golden Frieza, which, I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. Trying to keep this video positive since it's been a while. But yeah, dude. So, the boy mentioned this to add onto the above. It appears that the file, is the script updated this season. It's the physics file used for the red script that Z really has. Just speculation, but his exact scenario model references being removed and SCD files being updated has happened before with Goku Black and Zamasu. Decent chance for Raider, but far more likely for a future transfer next season due to him having used for equipping the Vegeta Gallic gun gloves. Okay, so not outright confirming Z Broly is a Raider. I think this would be really good. I think it would be a shame if Breakers did kick the bucket and it did not get Z Broly at some point, because I think that that is like the dream Raider everybody wants. So I think that would be a shame. Here we have new physics files referenced for EIB and EIM. Same ones used for base Super Saiyan, Z Broly, and the one in Xenoverse 2. All of this, although this code is not used in Xenoverse 2 to my knowledge. So juniors have been removed as well. So like I speculated, you know, there's the possibility that juniors will be a part of Cell's kit when he eventually gets reworked as well. It could be possible that maybe they're not reworking Boo, and maybe they just rework Z Broly instead. But who knows? Who knows? So here we have additional details to the 2 skills we just looked at. The Dole Out Vengeance details, effect cannot be boosted through Spirit. Basically, it's one of those skills that you just upgrade with 1,000 and you're able to use it with whatever transfer. Works with, wow. Wow. That is crazy. Working with a Self Senzu is very good. For obvious reasons. That is very good. Wow. What's going to be crazy is using this skill in combination with... Isn't there a skill that you get your barrier back once you like instantly get rezzed? Am I crazy? Or no, I think it's... I might be crazy. I might be making that up. Cannot be damaged, knocked back, or stunned for 6 to 7 seconds. Only exception is ultimate super attacks, instant knockdowns, Broly, Cell Max, Zamasu ult. Level 1 baby infection, body change, and cyber grabs will not work on the survivor. Only says ultimate attacks that insta down. So I guess I'm a little confused by that, by the wording there. Do they mean like the R1 abilities, like that have like that big AoE? Will those still work? Or they? That's interesting. Or unless they just mean straight up like area destruction. I think they would have just said that. Goes away upon pressing an act. Oh, so there, that answers my question. So you're not going to be able to stack this with any active skills. Interactions will not cancel the effect of... Oh, so when you're playing a key and when you're Super Time Machine, when you're working on the Super Time Machine, you will not lose that buff. So that's actually really good. So if you have Senzus on, you have this skill, this could be really, really good to stall out here. And then we have, this confused me, because they called it All MOBU. I guess they're referring it to that just because it's like a really good skill, but they're saying, I'll thank you just once. I think just one 60-second cooldown. A 60-second cooldown for a skill that's providing a free dragon change to another player is very crazy. 60-second cooldown, base 55 at plus 20 might be a work in progress, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, that's an insane cooldown. 200 limit no matter what the level ticks down at normal rate. Usable at level 0. Wow. Averages both players' levels and rounds them down. Example, 0 plus 3 equals 1. 1 plus 2 equals level 1. 1 plus 3 equals 2. Interesting. Interesting. So, if you're both level 3, but like say someone doesn't have your dragon chain, or doesn't have your dragons, do you all get level 3? It's something I guess we would experiment with once we have the skill. Goes on cooldown once you've transformed. Can be interrupted and roll canceled early. Canceling before the transformation happens puts the skill on cooldown. So, to my knowledge, these skills are coming out this Friday. That's what I was told. funnily enough, that's the reason why I found this out at all, because if we take a look, the Breakers Twitter stopped caring. They have not made a tweet since March 28th. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm trying to keep this video positive, so I'm not really going to go all doom and gloom. But I just want to be completely transparent with you guys as to why you haven't seen as much Breakers on the channel and why I haven't been playing as much. I kind of just am not really interested in playing the same game that I was playing last year. You know what I mean? I feel like the last 2 seasons did not do enough for me to spice the meta up enough. It feels like you approach Raiders the same way. You're playing against Raiders the same way. Like, sure, Instant Rise and Jaco ship are, like, slightly worse, but it doesn't mean that, like, I'm fighting Raiders differently, right? Like, sure, the escapes are, like, slightly different, I guess, and the way you have to plan around them. But actually, like, physically fighting the Raider and engaging the Raider in transformations doesn't really feel that much different than it did before, in my opinion, personally. So, that's kind of why I've been a little hands-off on Breakers. Don't hate the game. Don't want to die. I don't know if anybody feels that way. Kind of just feel like I needed a break. And new content kind of regenerizes me and excites me. So, if this is truly coming out tomorrow, I obviously will be covering it and summoning for it. Now, I've kind of been trolling a little bit. I should have been playing a little bit more here and there because I think they've been handing out tickets. They've been handing out tickets, and I haven't been doing any of my Xenoverse 2 challenges. So I don't really have that many summoning materials. I think I have like 1,000, or oh my god, I almost have 2 million Zenny. So yeah, I do have a lot of Zenny. Actually, I do. Wow, for not playing, I do have a lot of stuff, dude. I do have a lot of stuff. So I think the only skill I'm missing in this game is Vegeta Blue's skill, but like, why am I going to bother to chase it? I have 303 of these golden tickets. But, yeah, I mean, if you're still interested in Breakers, you know, and you still want to get skills and whatnot, I mean, I encourage you to do your Xenoverse 2 challenges and then, like, clear the events and whatnot. You might as well. Like, why not? But, they haven't made any word on Ranked. This season launched in, February. Which is kind of weird because, to my knowledge, the way they've handled Ranked thus far is that, like, you know, when it was originally implemented, like, you know, for the first anniversary, the season started in November. When we get Ranked in December, right? Am I crazy? And then I think it's typically a month later, and we're supposed to have multiple Ranked seasons in this long-ass season duration. Okay, if you're not aware of how long the season is going to last, I don't know if I've actually, like, talked about it recently, or if I think I was planning to make a dedicated video to it, but I never actually did. The season is ending in July, the end of July. So season 9 is in August, dude. That is fucking bonkers. That is absolutely insane. And I think another reason why I also been kind of turned off to this game as well is that I was really hoping, and I was trying to be optimistic about this rework Raider being good, and let's be frank, it wasn't enough. MUI was cool. I appreciated the effort that they did with MUI, but you know, one transfer isn't going to save a season, right? So yeah, that's kind of like my take with that. Apparently, they're supposed to get 2 rework Raiders in season 9 according to the timeline here. But I kind of just want to give a little bit of a Breakers update, a content update regarding Breakers. I'm still going to be covering the game when I'm interested in playing it outside of new content. But realistically, I just want to be transparent with you guys. Breakers content is primarily going to be, first and foremost, when there's actually stuff to cover. I'm sorry, I'm not really fucking interested in covering slightly faster Ki Blasts on Videl and fucking Bardock. I'm really not. The only thing that I didn't cover that I think I am tempted to do so, but I just, like, could not be fucking bothered to play Survivor, dude. I'm kind of just sick of it. You know, is the Gammas. The Gammas I didn't get to check out yet with their quote-unquote nerf. A lot of people have told me that the nerf really wasn't that significant, and they're still just as good as they always were. So, funny. But that being said, y'all, I'm not going to yap in y'all's ears too much. For the Breakers heads, you know, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have, I'm sorry if, the change in the channel has felt drastic for you, because obviously I've been going pretty full throttle with Dokkan and Legends. But I want you guys to be, understand that I love this game. I understand this channel is built on this game. My community was initially built on this game. And I don't want you to feel like you're being abandoned, but I want you to understand, like, it's kind of like a natural progression of not only, like, my interests, but also the interest of the channel, to not, like, just shoehorn myself into one game. As much as I loved being the Breakers guy, I didn't want to be a one-trick pony. And that's why I've been so happy with Dokkan and Legends, because it's just been refreshing making content on other games. I don't plan on, like, going cold turkey on Breakers. Breakers is always going to be in the rotation, within reason, with them giving me stuff to put in rotation, right? Ideally, I would want to be playing Dokkan, Legends, Project Multi when it drops in the future, and Breakers. In a perfect world, they'll all have content for me to regularly, check in on the games, right? But unfortunately, in Breakers' case, that doesn't seem to be the case right now, currently. But it's been a little bit since I played Breakers, so we'll see if this new content kind of sparks, that interest in me again. And, and maybe you'll see some streams with Breakers, because Dokkan is now going to be in a little bit of a slow spell with, its anniversary over. Legends is going to be in the uptick, next month with its anniversary coming soon. And who knows, with Project Multi on the way, right? So, with that being said, y'all, apologies for yapping. I kind of just want to give a little bit of an update as well, because I know it's been a little bit since I've even really talked about Breakers in length. So, we got 2 new skills coming. From my understanding, they are going to be on the same banner. There's potentially a Z Broly Raider coming. Very cool. Hopefully, that is the case. But keep in mind, it is going to probably be... Well, I guess that's a little bit different, because his rework is like a whole new model. And I guess you could argue Golden Frieza is to a certain respect, but I don't know. It's kind of just like Frieza, but he's golden, you know what I mean? Where like Z Broly is literally a different character, right? I don't know. Let me know you guys your thoughts on everything that we talked about today. Whether it's, the future of Breakers content, how you feel about Breakers, if you're still playing Breakers, what's keeping you playing Breakers, what kind of content you would want to see from me. Not saying I would 100% do it, but, I want to at least take that feedback in mind. And leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to our Ironcane channel for hopefully more Breakers videos, dude. I really don't hate Breakers. I swear to you, I don't. It's just, there's really not much to do in the game right now, man. I just kind of need something to do, dude. Because these other games are giving me stuff to do. And, after 2 years of pulling shit out of my ass with this game, I love it to death, but, you can only do it for so much until this shit starts to crust. You know what I'm saying? That being said, y'all, subscribe, take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out, dude.